booties for black girl nerds.
How are you guys doing today?
Good, thanks. How are you?
I'm doing fantastic, and after seeing the film last night on 70 millimeter, I'm doing even better.
Hey.
I don't have one of those in Houston, so I'm really grateful to experience that. So, Michael, I'll start with you. This is some of your best work, and not only just as one, but as two.
Appreciate that.
So if there's like a Venn diagram, and there's like you, and there's Ryan, and that middle piece, what do you think, when you guys come together, made Sinners so great?
Oh, man. I think our shorthand, our situational awareness. I think especially on this one, being the first movie that I've done after directing, it gave me a sense of empathy and understanding of what Ryan needs and what he's looking for as a director. So it helped me anticipate the things that he was trying to do, and be in places that he couldn't be. I know how tough it is as a director to try to, you have to wear many hats and, be in a bunch of different places at the same time. So I tried to kind of fill in those gaps wherever I could. I just think the perfect time of my life, honestly, to take on this challenge and go as deep as I could with both these characters and their relationships.
Got it. And you did fantastic at that. Hailee, I wouldn't be authentic if I didn't tell you congratulations on your engagement. I'm a big football girly, huge football girly. You killed it in this role. I mean, I'm kind of surprised by that mouth. So I want to ask about the accent. How much training and how did you get that accent down? Because you killed it. I'm from Houston, so I'm hearing all of that.
Thank you so much. We had the most amazing dialect coach, Beth, who we got to reunite with last night. She had no problem running in after a take if something was one little bit of a word was off. She kept us in check, me anyway.
Me too.
But it was so amazing to dive into this character that was written the way she looks, the way she sounds, the way she walks. It was all on the page, and I was so grateful to just step in and be trusted to take that on.
Got it. And Wunmi, my last question. You are the heart and soul of this film. I really think seeing your character development over time was just so beautiful. Can you talk to me about when you ultimately read that? Were you moved to tears? Because we definitely were.
I was moved definitely when I read that first scene between Smoke and Annie, just their love, their grief, their understanding, their passion, their differences. Just how Ryan manages to encompass the whole of their humanity within each other, within the scene, between each other. It was the perfect scene in my eyes. And then it was perfect, and then he made it better. When he asked me to call him by his name in that scene, Elijah. Yeah. Just broke the whole scene open, broke us open. It really did. So Annie is someone I love and will love forever.
Well, this is actually the best film of the year. I can't say that enough. So thank you guys so much for taking time to speak with us, and I can't wait to see what you guys do next.
Thank you so much.
Hi guys, nice to talk to you today. So I just saw the film yesterday, and I don't know how people can not see it in 70 millimeter. I want to start by saying that.
Right on.
It is the best film that I've seen all year. I've seen 30, 40 films, and this is the best film, hands down, without question.
Wow, so kind of you to say.
Ryan, I'll start with you. As soon as I heard this moment in the film, I wanted to bring it up. My dad was really big into music. He was a guitar player, Roger Zapp, Prince, Jimi Hendrix, all that. Yeah, that's what he exposed me to. He exposed me to music and movies as well. With that being said, there's a guitar riff whenever Michael and Hailee are talking, and it was really reminiscent of action films from the 80s and 90s.
Yep.
Was that intentional?
Man, so I work with my close friend Ludwig Göransson. We've been working together since film school, and he's gone on to do some of the most incredible, modern film scores, and and he's a excuse me, I got this little cough. Ludwig Göransson has done some of the most incredible modern film scores, and he's from Linköping, Sweden, and he's a true blue film composer. Can play essentially any instrument in the world, but he is the best at guitar. That's his first love. And he's a guitarist because his father was a guitarist, and his father was a guitarist because at the time when blues musicians couldn't tour in the United States because of racism, they were touring in Europe, and they went to Linköping, Sweden, where his father saw them play as teenagers, and he dedicated his life to the craft, raised his son to be a guitarist, and then Ludwig became who he is now, right? And I always wanted to make a guitar movie with him. You know what I mean? It was always a desire that I had, and we finally got to do it with this young man right here, playing it, but the film is set in Clarksdale, and what you're hearing is Kingfish, who's playing riffs, and Ludwig had this idea to maybe have him play the emotional riffs of that scene, and it's just a beautiful piece of music, incredibly complicated, and it is like it feels out of time. You know what I mean?
I
Like,
loved it
what
though.
you're
It
saying.
really added to the scene, and when I heard it, I was like, I'm bringing that up for sure.
Yeah.
And Miles, you've had such a breakout role, not only in a film, but in a Ryan Coogler film. Like, come on. So I want to ask, are you looking to maybe dabble into music at all, or you want to stick strictly to film?
Oh yeah, I'm trying to maximize the opportunity, so I'm definitely working on music, but this film is so incredible, man. I'm so glad to be a part of it, to get to work with Ryan, day to day was an incredible experience. He taught me so much, just about film and about, the different qualities of, being an actor, so I learned a lot.
Yeah, no, for sure.
Yeah.
And my last question, I'm a big physical media person, and this film deals with obviously 60s and records. So there's something I brought that I want to share with you. We don't do movie tickets no more because everything's online and stuff. So my boyfriend used to work at a movie theater, and he gave this to me because he knows how much I love films. And this is one of those marquee those.
Yes, yeah. Where the tickets, where the showtimes go.
Exactly. And he gave that to me for one of my gifts, and he didn't want to let go of it, but he knew it meant more to me than anything. So that's the only one I have. It's one of a kind. You know how many years it is? 7 years old, right?
Yeah.
So
7 years. Yeah, more than 7 years. 7 and a few months.
Yeah, it's so it means a lot to me. It's in my collection with my movie tickets and stuff because I am big on physical media, posters, DVDs, and all that. So that means a lot to be able to talk to you today.
Great.
So.
Oh my God! I never held one of those.
Yeah, me neither. So I was like, you printed this on what kind of paper?
Yeah, that's crazy because they gotta put the light through it.
Yeah, for sure.
That's
so,
awesome.
Thank you guys so much for taking time to speak with me. Y'all got a banger on y'all's hand, and I can't wait to see possibly the second one. Thank you so much.
Right on. Thank you.
Hi guys, how are y'all doing today, this morning?
Great, how are you?
Movie was an absolute banger. I have to say congratulations. I want to start by saying that this is the best film I've seen of all of the year. I've seen maybe 30 so far. This is the best one.
Wow.
This is the best one. So Delroy, I'll start with you. The dialogue is just so on par with me hearing my uncles and my dad's talk.
Thank
That's
you.
exactly what I feel like just casual dialogue should be.
Thank you.
Was it improvised? Was there a lot of it? Was it you? Because a lot of the comedic moments came from you. So I want to know if that's something that you threw in there, or was it all in the script?
A lot of it was in the script. I threw in a couple of when I say put that motherfucker down. This is my patch. Put that motherfucker. That was me, but a lot of it was Ryan's. The screenplay that he wrote.
Was the Elvis chop in the script, or was that?
Which one?
That might be my. That thing. That was hilarious.
I'm talking about a long time to get through because we couldn't hold it together.
That was hilarious.
So it was a mix, but Ryan presented a lot of it with the script that he wrote.
No, that's great. That's good to know because I couldn't tell. So I was like, this looks like it was
That's
full
good though.
improv.
That's nice.
That's awesome.
And that's a huge compliment. You saying it reminds you of your uncles. And thank you. That's a huge. No, serious. That's a huge compliment.
No problem. And Lily, I have to ask, your character, without spoilers, makes the biggest decision that changed the whole dynamic. What is what is the biggest decision that you've made in your life?
Oh my gosh, in my life.
Whoa.
Coming out.
That's really deep. Oh my gosh. So I was talking last night with different outlets on the carpet about the inspiration for Grace, and I've never been a mother of a human child, but I loved my fur baby deeply before he passed away. One of
Your
the biggest
fur baby?
My fur baby.
Okay.
My little dog.
Yes.
And I love that dog. It hurts me to even talk about it right now, but the decision of when to let go, I think is, I couldn't put him down, but I live with the guilt to this day
Goodness.
what I could have done to spare him, but there wasn't a cell in my body that was able to make that decision.
Yes.
But at the same time, if I had, would I have regretted not giving it another chance?
Right.
Because he was, but it was very similar to Grace and many of the characters in the film and their decision to, do I make the decision to be bitten and join them and live on forever? Or do I know my husband's already there? Do I want to save our daughter by sacrificing both of our lives?
Right.
And
Right.
again, did I answer the question?
Yes, no, you did.
Yeah, that was a big decision.
I appreciate that. I left my dog Brady at home, and I'm sad about it, but I definitely
Yeah.
understand. So thank you so much for sharing
Thank
that
you.
with me. And Omar, I'll end with you. Your clip is the first one that we ever saw online of like the full clip of you having that conversation outside, and it got us all excited. Without, of course, giving spoilers, what were your friends and family thinking when they first saw that? Were they excited to go see the film after they saw that clip? Because that really changed the dynamic of us understanding what this film was really about.
Oh, I mean, the Millers are 10 toes down, so my family's gonna see the movie if I'm in
matter
it,
what.
no matter what. So that clip, no clip, you know, whatever it is. So they were gonna go see it. I'm glad that clip landed to excite people, because I actually, when Ryan called me to tell me they were releasing the clip, I had a little pain. A little bit of me died with that because
Why?
just because. Not to be a snob, but what I'm doing in the film is made for the screen, not for people's phones. And also,
Fair.
what they released was a condensed version of the scene, which, if you had not seen it in a trailer or something before, is a great surprise in the movie when you show
When you
up.
see the whole thing.
When you see the whole thing, when you see the
Right.
turn, et cetera, et cetera.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
we spent a lot of time with this film having to be completely secretive.
Yes.
From reading the script to making the film to even afterwards, I got in trouble promoting another film when I asked me about this film, and I just sprinkled it a little bit and spoke about it, and the studio called.
You gotta call. You
What?
gotta call. You gotta call.
I got a call.
Man.
I got a call from Saudi. I was in Saudi Arabia. And they were like, yeah, they were like, hey, you may
Zip
want to
it.
be, my publicist was like, hey, you may want to be careful about what you expose. And I didn't say anything reckless. All I said was, hey, there's musical elements to the film. I think it's way more than a horror film. That's what I said.
Wow.
And I got a phone call. And then I get the phone call that, hey, by the way, we're going to release this piece that shows, we're gonna release your big monologue scene that
Right.
shows the blah, blah,
Right.
blah. So it's like, listen.
Well, I love this movie. I can't say enough good things about it. I am actually jealous because I'm in Houston, so I don't have a 70mm screen, so I'm blessed to have gotten to see this here.
Oh, that's so
Thank you
special.
guys so much for your time. It's such an
So
experience.
nobody in Houston will be able to see it on a big screen.
No. Do something about that IMAX. Do something, but no. I'm gonna drive to Dallas to go see films like this.
Check
but yes,
you
for
out.
sure. Yes.
Good work.
God bless
Thank you guys so much for your
Thank
time.
you
I
so
appreciate
much.
it.
Thank you.
Thank you for watching. I really appreciate it.
God bless. God bless. Thank you.
Thank you.
Better shake your booties for black girl nerves. Better shake your booties for black girl nerves.